Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm gonna just say before this video get into it, if y'all hear noise, sorry, just bear with me. It's gonna get loud because of kids. But other than that, I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakakadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And of course, I want to give double honors where honor is needed. You know, the Lord been putting the spirit in our elders, you know, our apostles, our captains, our deacons, whoever you may be. And of course, starting with Elder Tahara on down, that been ruling well through the spirit, bringing forth the sense of milk, the parables, the dark sayings, and the prophecies of the Most High Yahweh to the best of their ability, right? And Lord willing, the Most High continue to hold for elect of whoever you may be that's teaching this truth in sincerity and in truth, right? Lord willing, the Most High continue to have the wives and the single sisters that's playing a role in this ministry to continue to endure. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith, right? So Lord willing, this video is quick to the point and straight and not long, right? So the title says, in this truth and ministry, ain't nothing like having a wife. I agree with it. Of course, I am a man uh, that actually have that benefit. But even without that benefit, I definitely do believe women play a very, very important role, let alone when you have children and when you have daughters, especially when there's nourishment that need to be in the household. I feel a woman, ain't nobody better than a woman that can be a nourisher in the household, or that can build the house in the inside, right? To encourage, right? Even though the man is all of that and more, but it's something about a woman, you know, her essence, right? And I'm not talking about you damn bobblehead women that like to talk back and forth with your man. I'm gonna be truthfully honest. Everything I'm saying is about a woman that's working on being submissive. Everything I'm talking about, a real wife, is somebody that's willing to be subjective to a man that the Lord ordained to rule the earth and rule his household, right? We're supposed to pursue the ancient. So a woman, you should desire a man that wants to move like your forefather, like the ancient forefathers that was moving in righteousness. We're in a modern time where we're away from our ancient roots. But when you start seeking the scriptures, it's about you seeking to get back to your ancient roots, right? So, Lord willing, if y'all got any questions, as in wives or husbands, it's good to ask these questions because now I am dealing with wives. I'm dealing with marriage, right? So, me personally, if you are a woman that is married, and you feel like you might get bumpy, froggy, and want to ask questions, tell your husband to come on this live. You feel me? Now, if you are a single sister, and you don't want to probably say too much in the comments, you can always DM me, and then I can say your question on the live, right? I just want things to be answered. I know some people might have certain questions that they need to be answered. I'm gonna be totally honest. You can definitely ask me any question. Let's just be in order. Let's be sincere, right? And let's listen, right? So this is Sirach, the 36th chapter, and I'm just gonna go to the 21st verse because it was good. You read the KJV, but I'm gonna read the GNT because I want this to smack you. I want it to, when I'm always saying, if I can't smack him, smack you with these Bible scriptures. A lot of women and men need to be spiritually smacked, especially if a man wants a wife or if a woman wants a husband. You need to be smacked, like spiritually, because you don't want to come in this marriage thing like you would in the world. You have to come in this with a different type of mind frame. So let's get into it. Sirach chapter 36, verse 21 in the GNT, it says, a woman has to take any man as a husband, but a man must choose his wife carefully. Guess what? We play two roles. Women are technically supposed to have we're supposed to really arrange marriage, because when you really think about it, especially in this time, our women are going by emotions and feelings or what they see, but they're not going to go by the spirit, the inward part of a man. And that's how the Lord is looking at a lot of men. The Lord is looking at a man for the inward part. That's why you see two different things. It shows you that a woman has to take any man as a husband, any, right? He could be wicked, he could be righteous, he could be a prophet, or he could be somebody that ain't doing nothing, right? But a man must choose his wife carefully, because the wife of that man is the reflection of who he is, right? It says a woman's boot, Salaki, verse 22, a woman's beauty makes a man happy. There is no fair sight for the human eye to see. When you go to Sirach, the 25th chapter, a little bit beep bop booty boom. Where my pocket phone? Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. You go to Sirach the 25th chapter. Ain't nothing wrong with a beautiful fine dime breezy, but it comes to a stipulation if a lot of us can get distracted. This is Sirach, the 25th chapter, verse 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. A lot of us might stumble at the beauty of a woman and only think about, man, I'm about to shake her boots. I'm about to take her to the jackhammer or whatever the heck you niggas be thinking, right? We can't stumble at a woman's beauty where we get distracted and we're not being careful. Some of us just pick a woman because she cold, or we just pick a woman because she say Yahaba Shemi I was shy, but she ain't willing to be subjective. You sit down with scriptures and say, if she's like, hey, yo, babe, hey, yo, I kind of like you, but I don't want you to do that. Soon as a woman tell you what she don't want you to do, hey, that's where we go into this. Right? This goes into Isaiah 3 and 12. It says, for as my people, as for the Lord's people, which is the children of Israel, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. O my people, they which led thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path. If a real woman wants to be a wife, she's going to make sure she want to make sure that she's staying in her lane, because she don't want to rule over her husband, right? Let's go to Second Ezra's. No, First Ezra, Salaki. We go to First Ezra, the let me see. We're gonna go to First Ezra. I'm gonna show you. We can go to the fourth chapter. Forget it. The fourth chapter. We can go to the fourth chapter, and we can go to verse 22. Now, in the KJV, that thing hit you. Man go out his wits for his wife. But I want this to smack you. So we can go to the GNT to make it plain so it can smack you. There's no way around this. Even if I'm reading the KJ, there's no way around it. Right? So let's get it. We'll even start at 20. So this is second Ezra, first Ezra, the fourth chapter, verse 20. A man will leave his own father who brought him up and leave his own country to get married. He will forget his father and his mother and his country to spend the rest of his life with his wife. Right? This is why for any man, when you get you a woman, your family, especially your wife, is I'm just being honest. My wife, both of my wives are over my family. Right? Because I'm leading, I'm dying, and I'm protecting my family. I'm not dying for nobody else, but if it comes to that, I will. But I'm gonna die for my family even more because guess what? My family is serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? It says, so you must recognize that women are masters. Wait, no, Salaki. You must recognize that women are your masters. When you go into the KJV, it says, verse 22, it says, by this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Dominion means she's a master. And what we just read in Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, verse 12, that women rule over you. She ruling over you, she's your master. When we read in the New Testament, the Lord do not usurp that women shall have authority over a man. It says, verse 22 again, G&T, don't you work and sweat and then take all that you have earned and give to your wives? A man will take his sword and go out to attack and rob and steal and sell the seas and rivers. He may have to face lions or travel in the dark. But when he was robbed, stolen, and plundered, he will bring the loot home to the woman he loves. This is a fact. And even when we talk about providing, most men, especially in this time, this is what we do. I'm about to get her a bag. But when we talk about providing, let's be honest. Yes, in this time, the way that we look at it, but yes, you would be paying a tax on your house back in ancient time. But the number one important things you would do was the raiment and the food for a woman. Yes, we're in America. Women get overboard. Oh, I need a car. I need this. I don't see that in the scriptures. What's more important is your raiment, right? Making sure you walking out here in modest apparel, right? But we have some women that don't want to be modest. Guess what? I'm just being honest on my side. That's not a wife material. Wife material is going to want to have righteous rulership over her, right? She's going to want a man that's following the ways of the Lord, right? Because a man of the Lord is going to be stern. Hey, no, the Lord said we got to move this way, right? But it says a man will go out his wits for his wife, right? Verse 25, it says, a man loves his wife more than his parents. Some men are driven out of their minds on account of a woman. So men are driven out their mind. They'll go crazy on the account of a woman. Others become slaves for the sake of a woman. Not this guy, right? And a woman that wants to be a wife, a real woman that wants to be a wife and that wants to reverence her husband is not going to make her husband a slave, right? Others have been put to death, have ruined their lives, or have committed crimes because of a woman. So now do you believe me? Right? Because it all stems back to the chapter before where it was 3 wise men and they all wrote a sentence. One said the king was the strongest. Wine is the strongest. The king is the strongest. Then the third said the woman is the strongest, but the truth bringeth forth the victory. A woman that don't want to serve her king and be subjected or be a helpmeet, of course she's going to want to rule over you. But when the Lord made a help me for Adam, right? He made her a help me to help him. When you look at the etymology of a woman, woman means servant. Woman means servant. Let me see if I can find that. I'm gonna show y'all. Etymology of woman. Let me see. Is they gonna give it? Uh, yeah, they not giving it to me. When I find it, I'm gonna find it. All right. So back to Sirach 36, verse 23. It says, "If a woman is kind and gentle in her speech, her husband is is the most fortunate of men." So if a woman is gentle and kind in her speech, that goes into a woman not being argumentative, right? A woman is going to always have that soft spoken voice, right? That's not really woman like that. A woman is yelling, right? Even though it happens, but women are supposed to be gentle. Just giving you how the Lord look at women. Verse 24, it says, "When a man marries, he gets the finest things he will ever have." So when a man marries a wife, he has the finest things. Let's see what those finest things is. A wife to help and encourage him. Those are the finest things, man. Those is more precious than fine rubies, man. A woman that helps and encourage you, you could fill out the spirit. Oh, babe, it's okay. And you got to look, in ancient time, a lot of women motivate men on certain decisions that, you know what, I think I want to do this, but I don't know who should I do it with, or who should I trust, right? Because your wife is going to always look at you and look for your best interest. Your wife, just like how you study everybody around you, your wife is looking at the good things you need, the good things you want. She's never looking at the bad, because then the bad that she might look at you for might make her unattracted to you. But a real woman is going to look at things that's going to make you more attractive to her, or make you more attractive to the world, or make or to make her husband look like one of the best husbands that's out here, so other sisters can admire him or desire him. This is, I'm just saying, a lot of women technically ain't bickering, right? But you got to know women are the weaker vessels, so you know women did bicker, right? But it's always, if I have to work on me as a man, a woman should be working on her character as a woman, because most women are not a wife to help. Most women are not here to encourage their men, right? It says, "If property is not fenced in, thieves will wander in and help themselves. And if a man has no wife, he is sighing and wandering," right? So a man that don't have a wife, he is going to wander, and that goes into he's going to be tippity toe through different men, through different women, right? And hey, and I'm not going to lie, that's what's happening in today, because there's men out in this truth that can't find the woman that's of the scriptures, or a woman that wants to be. You can't, it's hard finding out here. It's either you're gonna find an independent woman, a woman, oh, you can't tell me what to do. Hey, I respect that you in this truth, but I'm not about to. We got a lot of, oh, I want to go out in the club, or hey, no, I mean, I'm gonna wear some pants when I get out this house. Don't care what you saying. We not even in the kingdom yet. You just like you a king, but you ain't king right now. I don't see when the Lord say that. We're going to be refined to get in the kingdom, but we're kings. As long as we stepped on this earth, we're going to be kings. A black girl going to say, "Oh, I don't want to serve no slave. I'd rather serve my slave master than a damn slave," right? Regardless if we're all slaves, the man is over the woman 10,000 times over the woman, and we have to accept this. I have to, you, your mama, right? We all got to accept it. Let me go to Hebrews, because this is where I should have went first anyways, right? Let me go to Hebrews, the 13th chapter. verse 4. I'm gonna read both of the translations, the KJV and the NLT. KJV says, "Marriage is honorable in all, in the bed undefiled, but whoremonger, right? Whoremonger goes into somebody like a pimp paying for sex, and adulterers, God will judge. So the Lord is gonna judge whoremongers and adulterers, right? But when you're married, the bed is undefiled. It is better to seek marriage than to just seek a 1 minute stand, right? But technically, marriage, sex finalize the marriage. Consummation finalize, hey, you guys are together. Yes, you do the diary, you could do a covenant and right, but when we talk about sex finalize it, this means this is somebody that you are with. I can't be one flesh with somebody if I sign a paper or or if I do a ceremony. But back then, when you took a virgin, you would take the virgin token, and that blood, especially if you was able to go out, hey, I took her virginity. Sometimes people was using you as a public sample. Hey, she's mine. I took her virginity. Here you go. But in this time, a lot of our women is contaminated, or they've been tampered with because they laid with another man or they laid with another woman. Women really, when they leave their father, they're supposed to really be with one man unless they husband died, right? So in the NLT it says, give honor to marriage and remain faithful to one another in marriage. God will surely judge people who are immoral and those who commit adultery. Now, when people say, "Oh, I guess brothers shouldn't be having multiple wives," that goes against the multiple wives era, guys. But look, I'm gonna tell you something for you slow brothers and sisters. Before we even deal with being faithful to one another, adultery goes into a man laying with another man's wife and a woman laying with another man when she has a husband. Adultery is not a man laying with another woman that is single. That's not it. And another way of adultery is, say, if I'm a man and I put my wife away for another woman just to have sex, that would be adultery, right? But adultery is not a man getting another woman. So when it says remain faithful one to another, I don't care who you with and who you got. If you calling her your wife, you should be faithful to her, let alone faithful spiritually, mentally, and physically, right? Faithful. Let me look at this word faithful. Actually, I highly doubt they gonna let me see it. Yeah, I don't think they gonna let me see that. Oh yeah, they ain't gonna let me see it because yeah. So we gotta be faithful one to another. Let alone a woman has to be faithful in her own position. As in a woman eyes, especially if she has a husband, should not be wandering thinking another man attractive, right? And this is what this society done. If our women were educated, knowing she can only be married with one man unless this nigga die, or if he commit that tragic sin or whatever. But if they reconcile, hey, it is what it is. But the Lord he don't even want husband and wife to really divorce. That's why right in this time women should be choosing their husbands carefully, let alone men. Even though men can have whoever they want, if we want a woman of the scriptures, you should be choosing wisely too. Like the scripture said, a man should be careful when he choosing a woman, right? And we have to be faithful, not faithful how this world explains it, but faithful how the Lord explains it, right? A woman has a role, a man has a role. A woman should not compare herself to a man because she would never be a man and a man would never be a woman unless they both want to be gay. But at the end of the day, we can all, it's easy to remain faithful, especially if you know how to move in righteousness, right? Um, I see a brother says the brother said, woken Israelite. He said, Shalom, King. Shalom, Yahabashimashai Brakatum. What was the precept that you were saying about the beauty of a woman? And that one precept you brought out before, not to lust after the beauty of a woman. I think Sirach, oh yeah, Sirach 36, verse 22. it says a woman's beauty makes a man happy, and there is no fair sight for the human eye to see. So it's good to have, brothers. We gonna love a beautiful woman. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, I don't want to be with a fugly wuggly, but if the Lord gave me a fugly wuggly, it is what it is. But us men, we love beauty, and that's why a man is gonna be attracted to women. Let alone he get a wife, he's gonna, what I'm saying. And then the other one is Sirach, the 25th chapter, verse 21, and I'll read that again for you. Right, Sirach chapter 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for her pleasure. And that the reason why that joint go like that is because a lot of us be stuck on a woman's beauty. Like I can look at okay, yeah, you beautiful. Oh, I see you, Miss Adar. I see you. Both of y'all beautiful. But at the end of the day, I have to, yes, they beautiful, but now I got that. Okay, they beautiful on the outside, but let's see the beauty. Do they beauty inside match what's in the outside? It's a verse. I forgot where it is. But I guess it was like a parable, and it was going into dishes. I think it was dishes. You got some people when they wash dishes, they'll clean the outside of a bowl or a cup and then just think that it's clean. There's some people that do that. But then you have another dishwasher or somebody that wash dishes, and before they clean the outside, they clean the inside. Then they clean the outside. It's different ways that you can cleanse yourself, right? But it's one way is incorrect and one way is right. Throughout your whole life, the number way a man and a woman is supposed to cleanse themselves is the inward, let alone your outward appearance. How can you show that you're depressed? You would have to show it on the outside, but you deal with depression in the inside. You feel like murdering somebody, that's in the inside. You hate somebody, that's in the inside. You love somebody, that would be the that's in the inside, not the outside. The outside is the flesh. I can feel this. But your feelings, like real feelings. This is a feeling, body feeling, but the feelings on how you think towards somebody, how you see, how you recite something, it's within. So before we wash the outside, we have to wash and cleanse what's in the inside. So yes, your woman can be beauty, but make sure you always look at your woman to see if she has the beauty in the inside. Because if she don't have the beauty inside, what type of woman is that? So let's go to Proverbs chapter 18. 18 verse 22. KJV, it says, whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor of Yahweh. Right? If you're seeking to have a wife in this ministry, look, I don't have bucket holes. I'm just being honest. In the world, I had some thotty hotties. You know what I'm saying? But in this truth, I want a wife. I want wives. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what anybody say. One wife, wives. I got niggas that got mad at me in the world that I wanted a wife. As soon as the brother told me, he's like, man, you don't want to just have a girlfriend in this truth. The Lord don't deal with that. He deal with wives. I'm like, what? Then I found that out. I don't want a girlfriend. I want a wife. I want longevity. I want somebody that I'm going to die with. And the Lord gave me a loving, silent wife. I'm not here to boast about me, but I can't give you this information if I didn't walk it like I talk it. I've been going through some bobbleheads that didn't live longevity. It's women I probably laid with that I should have never just let them go. But that was me being a babe and understanding any woman I came across was never a virgin. So mostly a lot of our women are already contaminated. But the Lord put me through these situations and he allowed me to escape. And he gave me loving, silent women. In the beginning, things was probably speed bumps. But then eventually the Lord smoothed it out. The Lord kept my mind where I wanted. My mind was going to always be who it was. Because I know who I am. I know that if I leave this house and 5 women that look good, I'm going to look because they're women. I'm a man. I'm not gay. I'm not Frank Ocean. Me and him couldn't be friends. But at the end of the day, to see that the woman the Lord made my Miss Gavardi, I knew it's other women out here. Niggas say, oh, it ain't no women in the script. There's no women that really want to be submissive and virtuous. You out your rabbit. You just got to be patient. And sometimes the Lord made me cut out what I wanted. Cause I'm always, oh man, I want the thick, fine breezes. I want that cold drink that everybody want. That's what you want, brother. That don't even sound like longevity. You need to get what you need. So the Lord hit one of my brothers, Danielle, and said, you need to get you a church girl. I don't know, man. Them church girls, man, damn, man, they got demons on them. I mean, I do too. Then I go home, I go to sleep, I wake up. My brother Boosie like, yo, you keep going through women. I think you need to get you a church girl. I'm like, what? Dude, you and this dude said that. So out of nowhere, the Lord allowed me to see a church girl singing, Honey. And I'm like, wow. And next thing you know, I got my little 1, 2, 3 flirt on, you know what I'm saying? But now me looking, the Lord gave me a gift, and you niggas doing Christmas. I got a gift. That's longevity. Then the Lord was increasing me, increasing me, increasing me, increasing me. And out of nowhere, the Lord had a woman that's implanted in the truth, that was a spiritual go-getter, that hollered at me. And I'm over here like, yo, it's other brothers out here. And this is how you know when the Lord is blessing you, it's nothing you can do. You can be like, yo, he over here, yo, he mighty. This brother mighty. You should go to him. He's single, you know? And I believe that, virtuous women need to be led by a righteous man. And even though I'm pushing this sister, hey, go to him, go to him. Nah, brother. Nah, I like you. I like your spirit. And then it just kept being consistent. And look, we became a family, right? So yes, by both of them, I was able to be happy at their beauty. Yes. They not fugly wugglies. Yes. And it's a beautiful sight, but only thing though, where was the one? It was another verse, right? Because these things I want not only for me, I want it for other brothers. So with certain things that both of these women do, that I would say I believe all men should have a kind of woman with these type of traits. I haven't seen a woman since I've been in this world and got in this truth. These is my role models as women, right? I could look in the scriptures, right? But I can't remember me walking with them. But me being here now, I can only talk about women that I know that fit this role. Now it is some other sisters out here that play, that act, that move just like my beautiful ladies, but I don't know them personally, right? But I can name and break down the ladies that's in my circle, right? Even my sister Eudora, right? You feel me? The way how my brother Yarmayan be motivated, I can tell, right? So I'm gonna go. This is Proverbs chapter 31, and I know a lot of women that's in this truth and out the truth know about Proverbs 31. Read it in the GNT. Let it smack you, right? Because even when I'm reading the KJV, it smacks me. But knowing that I gotta keep reading this until Yahushua come, I try to make sure it's no way around for me to get it right. There's no way I shouldn't be dwelling with my wives according to knowledge. If they see something wrong, okay, I'm gonna correct it, right? Or if they see something that they don't understand, I'm gonna correct it. Let alone I'm gonna do videos, and guess what? They're gonna make their way on this video and watch it. And this is how they're getting edified, right? Because a lot of women in the truth love hearing about women, good women. Some women, oh man, he talking about women, he dissing them. Guess what? You need that too. We need men out here disrespecting women that are moving unrighteous. You niggas is terrible. Like no nigga want to really put up with you women that don't want to play your role. So it's good to get on your ass. Let alone it's good to get on the men that's not playing a freaking role either, man. So now this live is about cherishing having a wife. It's a good thing having a wife. And I wish I can make it possible that all brothers can have these type of women, right? So let's go to Proverbs chapter 31, and I'm going to start at 23. It says, her husband is well known, one of the leading citizens. How is he going to be well known? If we was to look at this case, he's going to be well known because he's making moves in this ministry. Let alone he could probably be making other moves outside the ministry. She makes clothes and belts and sells them to merchant. Guess what? A woman in the truth technically should help and desire her, especially for her Lord. She shouldn't be sweating this nigga all day trying to nag him. She should be trying to bring extra dollars for our ministry, your household, right? If you have a man that's serving the Lord, you should be thinking you want to do anything to make it easy. Hey, yo, babe, I just made an extra 120. Hey, I just made 4. It didn't say this girl is making clothes and belts and sells them to merchants. She's not sitting here waiting for a man to bring her a bag. If you get in the bag, I'm about to get a bag, and I'm about to bring this bag into the house. Hey, and guess what? Most solid women, because when you even watch old movies or in here, you don't never see a woman, oh, I'm gonna hold my bread to myself, or I'm gonna, men were the leaders. So we can say, hey, the men were probably holding the money. I'm gonna be honest. If it comes when me and my unit come, I might just choose somebody to hold the bread because it's a women. You guys have a good attribute. Most women are good at saving or managing money. Oh, I'm gonna put money here. I'm gonna put money here. So, women, you have to know your role is not only a vagina in a mouth. I have to be real. Make sure you listen. I don't care how anybody feel. I might say some things that's rated R, but I'm gonna get real. Women, you are not just a mouth in a carucci. That's not it. You can man, you are an investment, and you can invest very well. I know a woman that can sell this pen, and I already been using it. Look, it ain't got no ink. I know a sister that can sell this pen, right? So you got to know some real women that want to serve Yahweh Shem Shai. They're gonna know how to do something with their hands, right? Sewing something, making garments, making fringes, making oil ointment. Let me see, making some type of ointment, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe some frankincense, right? She might be doing hair, right? Makeup, something that's going to build the ministry and bring in more money. Yeah, so like maybe feast days, we might need extra, extra something. The money that your wife bringing in, she gonna make sure it's done. A wife make things easier. A wife doesn't make things harder, right? To get back to it, verse 25, she is strong, respected, and not afraid of the future. You see, that's a woman you want. A woman. She's when you talking about the news, Jacob's trouble. She know what's coming because ancient time women feared the Lord. So a woman is not going to be afraid. Guess what? I got me a man that served the Lord. But a woman that don't got a man that's serving the Lord, that's not dwelling with her according to knowledge, yeah, she's going to be afraid of the future. It's two different things because a man that's not teaching a woman, she's going to, through the spirit, she might lose a little, you know what I'm saying? Verse 26, she speaks with a gentle wisdom. That means this woman, how she get wisdom, not human wisdom. That means she was searching her foreign mothers. She was searching the wisdom of what her foreign father said too. Because everything that is said in Proverbs, this is by wisdom of Solomon. So our foreign father was teaching these things, and women had to take it and then use it and then teach other young women. Now we got the Bible. A woman is going to get wisdom by searching the good and the bad of single women and married women. And then she's going to apply it in herself. And guess what? She's going to become more gentle. It says she is always busy and looks after her family needs. So she's busy. She's not busy trying to be up this man's butt. Let alone, oh, he's chilling with his other girl. Or man, he's talking to another. Yeah, this girl is not. Guess what? Her husband built a foundation. She's going to keep moving because his vision. If a man get with you, I don't care if he gone an hour, if he went out of town to do the Lord's work, he's going to have to come back. And while he's gone, you should be building his vision. Some of you women that are really in this truth, your man can leave for a month and come back. You ain't do shit. You don't got no new tassels. You don't got no new fringes on any garment. All you did was make food and wash up. As soon as you get in, hey babe, you gonna have me facing the door, or are you gonna have me on the floor? Are you gonna have me in weird position? Babe, you didn't even ask me how was my trip. You didn't even tell me when you watched the live, you seen how people were scoffing. I don't want no woman that's gonna hurry up and only think about but the night. I want a woman that's going, yo, you gonna do a lesson, right? Or a woman that's worried, yo, babe, you didn't eat. Hey, yo, babe, you should watch this gospel movie. Hey, yo, babe, guess what they did in the news? I don't want a woman that's, hey, you could be a freak, a leak all you want. We could do what we want. Me personally, I love a woman that wants to be a nourisher. I love a woman that wants to play a role. I love a woman that's not jealous, right? A woman that knows she's mine. A woman that knows she ain't going nowhere. A woman that's not complaining about complaining about things that's easy to understand or easy to fix, right? I don't want a woman that's a quitter. When things get too rough, oh, I'm done. I don't want this. I don't want that, because then that brings another problem. You over here teaching, these brothers fighting. Oh, this and this and that. This person asking a question. Oh, you trying to sell this, and you working. You building your house. Oh, this got a hole. Kids fell. They broke their leg. And then you got to deal with a complaining, annoying wife. Then you got to deal with arguing. I don't know man that's serving the Lord needs that or deserves that, right? A woman should be busy, right? 28, it says her children show their appreciation and her husband praise her, right? I might be over here, yo, babe, you're doing a good job. Oh, this and this and that. Yo, babe, yo, man, I love what you was doing. Hey, making her laugh, making her smile, right? Because a woman work just like a man, but she work in her. When a woman is cooking, she's being a helpmate. So that man ain't gotta cook a whole damn meal for the whole damn family. When she wash the dishes, she's being a, guess what, babe? I got the dishes clean, so you can get any dish that you want. She's making it easier when the house is smelling good. She make it easier when them kids hair is done. She makes it easier. All these things you have to know is helping, right? And technically, a woman should always see that her kids is being appreciative. Guess what? Her kids is gonna make their own damn bed. If a kid not making your own bed, they really leaving it for you to fix it. A child is going to appreciate all the stuff that you do. They're going to clean their room themselves. They're going to make a mess in the living room. They're going to appreciate their mom so much. You know what? I know mom going to come down here cleaning. Let me clean the living room. But we have kids now that don't do that. The room would be messy. I'm going to just leave it here. The living room messed up, and then the mom got to, yo, why my living room like this? It wasn't looking like this yesterday. Oh, this. And they make all these damn excuses. Real children of the Lord are going to appreciate their mother, right? It says, he says, many women are good wives, but you are the best of them all. This is the reason why, is because when a man has that woman, right, that's actually playing a role, regardless, I could be looking outside for women, but I'm not going to know them unless I see the inner them. But I'm not desiring nobody inward if they're not showing that they have Yahweh Shem Yahushai in their temple. So the women that's around me are the best. They're the best of the best. Regardless if one is not tall or one short, one is light, one is dark. Guess what? They're the best for me. And they're better than any girl I have seen. I'm sorry. I haven't seen one in the truth and out the truth yet that top the ones that I got. For me. For you, brothers, some brothers out here got somebody that's like the women that I have. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to say the same thing. Guess what? You are the best of them all. The girl that you sleep with, and she's snoring, probably past gassing when she's sleeping. When you wake up, y'all both have fire conversations. She's the best you have, man. The best. And this is why when it came to me having another wife, if it came to it, I have to see the reflection of my Noya in her. What I mean is the attributes, right? The mindset of wanting to be a wife. The mindset of, you know what? I have to learn when to say something, when not. I don't want them to be exactly like her, but I want the spirit that she's working with. She's working on being a wife, right? The wife that the Lord say, not the wife that's in this world. Guess what? My wife don't nag me. Right? She'll ask me something and I give her an answer. Like I had to tell her, don't keep asking me the same thing. If I say no, or if I say yes, it is what it is. She grew and knew what I like and what I don't like. So I'm like that. When she asks me and I say no, I like it that she ain't going to do it no more. Because then it helps me, right? It helps me because I will respond to this lady any way I want. And she has to deal with it, right? But at the end of the day, the Lord blessed me with somebody with her attribute and even more for her own, because every person is their own body, right? And I want somebody that want to serve the Lord. So the Lord gave me two people that want to serve the Lord. And that helps to be a role model for my kids. It helps be a role model for other women. You can tell by how I'm talking, I'm happy to have a wife. I'm happy to have wives, regardless if you accept it or not, right? I'm not here to say my life is better than you and your life better than me. I want to tell you that it gets easy when you get a wife that want to serve the Lord. Let alone if a woman want to serve the Lord, she want to play her role. A woman cannot be a head. I don't care if you're a millionaire. If you're a millionaire and you like me, hey, come over. Guess what? You're going to still play. You're a woman. You're going to be lower than me. I don't care if you have 6 figures. You still lower than a man. That don't mean you a piece of shit. That don't mean you don't mean nothing. It just means your position is lower. And you have to be a woman. Stay in your lane. You know when you driving and somebody get in your lane, you beat the horn. This is what you men need to do to any woman that want to get in your lane. Get in your fucking lane, man. You feel me? So I'm gonna read some of these comments. No, let me finish this. 29, it says, he says, many women are good wives, but you are the best. Charm is deceptive and beauty disappears. That is right, because the more women get older, eventually, man, them street cracks get on their face. But beauty eventually fades away, right? Because I've seen some people that grew old together, and beauty don't phase them because it's always the inward. It's the spirit that the Lord moved them. Right? It says, but a woman who honors Yahweh Shemel Shai should be praised. And this is what I'm talking about. Even though before we got in this truth, the women that I have didn't serve the Lord. They thought they was. They was in church saying, Shabba Dabba Hoo Hoo, Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? They was in the church thinking that they was getting the Holy McGhost. But they wasn't. Right? But now the Lord knew in their heart, eventually they was going to serve him. These are the women you want, that even if they were a hoe or a hoochie mama, in the long run, they're going to serve the Lord. I know a girl that's in this truth that was on OnlyFans. And she is solid in this truth. And I ain't saying no names, right? But she's solid. You feel me? And there's many different women that have many backgrounds that got 4 different baby fathers, or they was a hoochie. And I'll sip to that. There's some women out here that was some floozies back in their day. And they in this truth. So I'm saying deep in your heart, the Lord made you go through all of that and put you here. And there's some women that had a terrible past and they married. They're like, damn, why the Lord give me this? Because he knew in your heart you was going to serve him. Now you want to cry. I've been a hoe my life. I was a thigh. He gave me a righteous husband. Cry, girl. Because the Lord made you a loving, silent woman. Let me give it up to you. Because when I read Sirach 26 and 14, it don't say a virgin. It don't say a woman that was bang, bang, boogie. It just said a loving, silent woman is a gift. If you a loving, silent woman, you a gift. Hey, you brothers, go get you a gift, man. A lot of you brothers, y'all ain't giving no gift. Y'all giving, what is it called? What's that joint called when it's your birthday and you hitting it? What is it called? A piñata. Some of you women are piñatas, man. So Mr. 12, we chosen. He says, what does it mean to be a silent woman? I like my woman to have a voice and opinion, not disrespectful, but I don't want her quiet either. That's a good question. Since you wanted to ask a nice, good question, I'll give you a nice, good answer. I'm going to go to Sirach, the 26th chapter. And I'm going to read it in the GNT just to make it smooth for you, brother, and go read it to your wife, right? It says, a wife who does not talk too much is a gift from Yahweh Shema Shai. Such restraint is admirable beyond words. That is plain. Silent don't mean mumble. It just mean a woman that's not talking too damn much. I like a woman to be talkative, but not talkative where it comes annoying, right? It's nothing wrong. Talkative as in if I ask a question, or if hey yo babe, what do you think about this? Because I want the women that's in with me to have a part in the ministry. Because if a woman is married to a prophet, she is a prophetess. So I want her to feel like she's playing her role. You got another thing to hear. You had a good job. You feel me? Like this. This lesson is inspired because I seen my wife wakes up early and she reads her a chapter before she get the hell up out this house, or when she at work. And the inspiration was her reading Sirach 36. She read the whole thing. And when I'm reading, I sifted through near the end of the chapter. I'm like, wait, hold on. Then we start talking about it and motivation sparked. This is how it came. And that's what a real wife would do. Motivate you with spiritual things, right? And she talked less. I'm sleeping in my room. She's not in here. Hey, babe, waking me up. Hey, babe, you need you to clean up. Hey, babe, I need you to do that. No, 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 no. Right? Soon as I wake up, hey, babe, do you need anything? You need any tea? She's doing something. She stopped everything. Hey, what do you need? Do you need this? Soon as she gets everything I need, guess what she do? She go about her business. Nothing else said. That's what a woman does. She get what she need. Whatever you need, she get it done and she get out the way. A real woman is not, she want to make sure you're at peace. That's what a wife is. She's a peace. She is a resting place. While all the world is attacking you, your feet, I got Hebrew feet. I got real Hebrew feet. I mean, when we walked out of Egypt with the freaking Moses Max 11s, I got Hebrew feet. And this woman, I'm chilling, I'm doing my little thug fizzle. And she gets the water. Don't say a damn thing. Hey, yo, babe, I need you in here real quick. For what? Dude, just come in here. I see the water. Come on, take those off. I'm like, dude, no. She forcing, taking my socks off. I'm like, come on, man, my feet. And she bathing my feet, man. You feel me? She talked less and got it done. Talk less. Guess what? When we first started this little thing, she would talk, but not like hing. When I mean talking, soon as I said something that she didn't accept in the Bible, ying, or guess what? I was having space away from her. Let me study more, or let me get in the studio more. Oh, you're not around. The Lord did that to let it know that both of us are not really in these scriptures. A lot of us get comfort off of sex. And that's all because this world show you a man and a woman is only good for sex. Let's go into bed. Ooh, you love me more. The more you sex me down, the more you love me. Shut the hell up. Sex is really about bringing forth children, let alone a man and a woman are going to get pleased, because that's what it's for, getting pleasure, right? Sex is not the way marriage is supposed to be held and instructed. The only way you show me you love me is if you having sex. No, never was. I don't see that in scripture. But if a man do well with you according to knowledge, that's love. And actually, we're going to get that. We're going to get that for you simpletons. Right? Let's go to, isn't it 2 Timothy 3 and 7? Let me make sure because I could be wrong. Yeah, it's 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7. And I'm going to read both translations, KJV and NLT. It says, this KJV, likewise ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being hearers together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. In the same, this in the NLT, in the same way you husbands must give honor to your wives. Treat your wives with understanding as you live together. And that's dwelling with your wife according to knowledge, giving her the understanding like I'm doing to you right now. A woman being silent, let alone she's silent when I'm talking to other men. Even when I'm in a group call and I might have it on speaker, she's not going to put her ears in our conversation. Even though, we got ears and you can hear, as soon as I get done with the call, oh, babe, what you were talking about? She's going to be silent because that's none of her business. Let alone if unless I'm telling her, say if something happened with another camp or another brother or sister, I don't have to tell her a damn thing. And if she see that I'm not, she's going to be silent. You know what? I'm going to leave this alone because he's not telling me. And guess what? Your husband is going to admire that you not keep pushing. If he's not saying nothing, shut the hell up. And I'm saying it that way because a lot of us, if somebody tell you to be quiet or if somebody tell you, hey, to leave it alone, you women still going, you still open your mouth. So it's better that I just say, shut the hell up. Right? Because a lot of women just love I love when he disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know, brothers, it's beautiful to dwell with your wife according to knowledge. Give her the understanding to know what a real woman is. You want to give her the understanding of being silent. Not say we're playing mum ball all our whole marriage. Just be silent. Talk less. Don't tell me what you want me to do, right? Because your desire should be what I want, right? Like when we all have goals and dreams, like my goal and dream was to do this and do that. When you really look in these scriptures, that goal and dream is over because the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Christ is Yahweh Shai is my head. Salaki. Yahweh Shai is my head. My dream is the dream and goal of what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has for me. Your wife, I'm being honest, your wife, oh, I have a dream to be a singer, a superstar. When you open up this Bible and you know you are Israelite, I'm sorry. I do not see it in the scriptures where it says follow your dreams. It says in Genesis 3:16, a woman, three things a woman bring forth children. She goes by the desire of her husband, and the man rule over her. So at the end of the day, if you want to be technical, America gives you, hey, you can have any dream. This is the land of you can do whatever you want. If you follow in this Bible, no woman has a goal or a dream. When you get a husband, it's whatever his vision is. Let's go to it. Let me finish this part. She may be weaker than you, but she is your equal partner in God's gift of new life. Treat her as you should, so your prayers will not be hindered. The reason why, because she bears your child new life. That woman is somebody that you can create a new heir in your life. Let alone the daughters that can be given to other men to make so that he can have a virtuous wife. Right? Not an equal in power, but we're equal when it comes to, guess what? She's serving Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm serving Yahweh Shema Shai. But we're not equal in position because it doesn't say equal in position. It says she is your equal partner in gifts. God, wait. She is your equal partner in God's gift of new life. That's where she's equal with. God's gift in new life. Guess what? It takes two to make a child that is equal. But I don't want to hit you too much on the head with that. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. We almost done. And I wanted to be shorter than this, but you get inspired, you get motivated, and you go longer. This is Genesis 3:16. And I'll read it in both translations so it can smack you in the face. It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow, pains, thy conception. In pain thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. I don't hear about you can do what you want, your dream. No, it's whatever your husband says. In the NLT, then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy. In pain, you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you. See, and that clears it up. Thy desire shall be to thy husband. But when you see it in NLT, your desire is going to be to rule, to control your husband. But let's see what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. Salaki. This drunk over here looking a little suspect. Salaki, 1 Timothy 2 and 12. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence. And we just already read, a man is supposed to rule over you. So a real woman that wants to be a wife, that's a no-no if you have on your mind you want to rule. It could be some woman that be like, hey, yo, babe, I want to tell you this. No, babe, you should do this. A real woman, because I ain't gonna lie, I seen it happen when Miss Adar, right? And I know Miss Gabar probably did it too. But Miss Adar one time, she was telling me something with a live or a video. And she said, hey, Master, I think you should have did this. And while I'm trying to respond, she hurried up and say, oh, I'm sorry. Salaki. Can you take that back on what I said? Master, if it please you, I think it would be a good idea if you did this. But I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Whatever you do is going to be good. But, just add it on. A woman could add an opinion. She could add, especially if it's increasing the ministry, especially if something could look incorrect. A wife that studies her husband, she don't want him to fail. She could be like, hey, yo, babe, you spelled something wrong. Yeah, she might feel shamefaced and be embarrassed. Babe, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to tell you what to do. That is somebody you want to kiss in the mouth because she's trying to correct herself, but she didn't do nothing wrong, and she's looking for your best interest. That means she's watching you. Especially when a woman's like, "Hey, yo, babe, when you gonna do another video?" That means she's watching. She could tell that you haven't did a video, right? But the Lord do not. The Lord do nor he gives the authority for a woman to have the authority over a man. A real woman that says Yahweh Shema Shai, a real woman, the real woman, she would never, never, ever, 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 just like Outcast, never ever, she would never want to usurp authority over a man. And if she see it, she's gonna make sure that she's smooth around it, right? So in the NLT it says, I do not let women teach men or have authority over them. Let them listen quietly. For God made Adam first, and afterward he made Eve. And it was not Adam who was deceived by Satan. The woman was deceived, and sin was a result. And sin was the result. But women will be saved through childbearing, assuming they continue to live in faith, love, and holiness and modesty. So a woman should stay living in faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, and the love in Yahweh Shema Shai, and the holiness of Yahweh Shema Shai, and modesty. Modesty is not only the attire, modesty is the behavior. And if you have the modest behavior, you should have the modest attire. You cannot say I'm wife material and you do not want to be faithful to Yahweh Shema Shai or retaught or love Yahweh Shema Shai or walking in holiness or having modest behavior or modest apparel Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day of the week and every month out of the year and every year that's to come. But if you're not, you cannot really say that you're wifey material, right? Lord willing, I answered you. Lord willing, that was like straight to the mother sucking water to the tutor. You heard? I don't know. Did I read? I see my brother put. Oh no, he got the Ciroc on the screen because I see. You know. I got to make sure that we read this verse right here, and I'm gonna close this out. We're gonna be done in 3.536 seconds. You heard? I just gotta make sure. Did we read this? Okay, so we just gonna go to Genesis 2 and 18. So yeah, he put the Ciroc up there, Ecclesiasticus, my brother Yawasak. And when I say I mean that, when I say that's my brother, I mean it, because that brother, like Hamashiach say, whoever do the will of my father is my brother, mother, and sister. That's a brother right there, man. Mr. 12 said, wow, that makes perfect sense. The Most High has truly blessed you, King. Hey, I mean, I hope he continue to bless me. The number one blessing he gave me was reading. Revelations 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth. When I started to read more, that's when I knew the Lord blessed me. When you're not reading, when you're not opening up your book, how can you really say you blessed? I don't try to look for the most expensive gift that the Lord has blessed me with or the most confound blessing. The number one besides everything was reading because I didn't really care for reading. And the Lord increased me in reading. That's a blessing. And me wanting to hear prophecies and hear the lessons, watching videos. Oh, I know I'm blessed. Let alone he gave me a loving, silent wife. Let alone he gave me one. I was pursuing wives, but if you didn't make the cut, I was cutting you off. But the Lord let a loving, silent wife pursue me. I didn't pursue her. She pursued me. And the Lord gave this to me. And I always tell him, hey, Lord, you know, there's other men out here. You know, I don't want to go against anything. I don't know if you feel I'm ready. Hey, Lord, you know what I'm saying? I always was saying it. And the Lord just let it be what it was. So he blessed me on many levels. And I still have to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because I still feel like me saying thank you or walking in this truth is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? So every day I admire the people in front of me, especially even the children I have in my life. They might get on my nerves, but I will smack anybody for my TJ. Anybody from my Yaya, anybody from my My, or London or Paris. I don't play about mine. Those is mine. You know what I'm saying? And I got some kids that didn't come out my blood, but it's the best thing out of all my life, you know, having people that's from your own blood that don't really love you, like in a spiritual aspect, to grow, get closer with God with you, to have people that's not my wife is not my blood, for her to really drop Christianity and do the things that she do, it makes me love her even more. And this is my real family, man. Regardless if you love it or don't. And this is why this lesson is very needed. Any man that desires a wife, know that that is your family. So you should want to provide spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. You should want to protect those, right? Not just only the wife. Let something happen to my TJ. I'm slicing and dicing if the Lord give me the green light. I mean it. Those is mine, right? Let me read this. Nope, Mr. We Chosen put, may I ask, wait, let me read this Genesis 2:18. It says, and Yahweh God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. Yo, men shouldn't really be out here single. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the Lord made women for men, right? In the NLT, then Yahweh God said, it is not good for a man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him. That's why we need a helper that's just right for us. The Lord gave me a Miss Gabar and a Miss Noya that's just right for me. So at the end of the day, I'm happy because they're just for me. I can tell it. Attributes, stature, how they look, how they talk, that's just for me, let alone I'm what they needed. The Lord didn't give them what they wanted. The Lord gave them what they need, right? And we got to be thankful. So I'm here to advise. Marriage is something you should get into, because if you're dealing with stress and you go to work and you got to argue with mother suckers, if you got road rage and as soon as you go outside, man, what the hell? Hey, guess what? You're going to need that woman to soothe you down. Especially if you got children, if you got daughters, you're going to want your daughters to see what a real woman is. These women, our kids are getting on TikTok and YouTube and don't know what a real woman is. So it's a blessing to have a wife, especially that want to serve the Lord. I'm not just having a wife. Yes, it's good to have a wife just in general. But if you got a wife that fears the Lord, that's different than just having a wife. What if you just have a wife and she don't want to be in this truth, but she accept, hey, you can serve the Lord. I don't believe in it, but hey, it's cool that you do. You could still be with her. Scripture say that she could still make it. You know what I'm saying? But how much each time where you get a girl that's virtuous, you get more happy. Oh, she virtuous. Oh, she loving and silent. Ooh, she fat in my bones. She can cook. Ooh, she clean. She not a clamorous woman. She got hygiene. She all natural. She building a house. She got a business. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, she putting bread in our family bread. Wait, hold on. You keep your. She's like, no. This bread is ours, not mine. This is ours. I'm working for our empire. You the head. I'm not no head. I'm working to make sure we all good. You know what I'm saying? That right there is somebody you don't want to. Is not using. But guess what? Technically, in this truth, you are using your husband. You are using your wife. Technically, we're not talking about the left hand side. I'm using you. I don't care for you. If I tell my wife, hey, I need you to rub my shoulder, I'm using her for a shoulder rub. Hey, yeah, a wife is a servant. Because what is a woman? A woman is a servant. If I find the etymology, I will post it on Facebook. The etymology of the word woman, it means servant. And what is a man? A man is a servant. And who we serve? Hamashiach Yahushai. There's nothing wrong being a servant, but it's great to be a servant to somebody that's righteous. You understand? So, Lord willing, that was motivation. Let's see what this question is. May I ask, how is the relation between your wives? Do they get along? I don't think I could do it. First and foremost, I'm gonna tell you in the beginning, it didn't work. We had a little baby moment with somebody that, but it is what it is. Things happen, but that didn't make me quit, because mine is mine. Just because y'all ain't getting along, mine is mine. But guess what? I have to get on one and say, hey, guess what? Regardless if you upset, it is what it is. Because if I hug her, love her, and I cherish how she is, I don't care whatever I do, I'm still going to have her. So that person can either have an attitude and still see me with both of them, you know what I'm saying? Or they can just get over that and keep on moving. But I got something for you. I got something for you. This is something real serious. You know, one of my brothers was doing a lesson on this. And I'm going to say, all praises to the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai. He allowed it, to come into tuition. It's a verse. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 20. It says, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, and sedition, and heresies. Let me just read the next verse. Envying, murderers, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. So the number one word is emulation, right? And we're going to get that definition. And this goes with any type of marriage, even if you're not in multiple marriage, because women are going to get mad that you're looking at another woman, right? So emulation means in this text, an envious and contentious rivalry, jealousy. So for me, you gotta when it comes to that, you gotta break down jealousy if it is there. Oh my, I'm not used. Oh, you laid with her, or you're not here. I'm not used to that. Hey, guess what? Script. Hey, if you follow the way that the Lord say, then if my wife, the first wife that I have, or whoever was here first, if her wifely duties do not diminish, she shouldn't be saying nothing. But that just shows if she had a feeling, or that means she didn't believe in the scripture. She don't accept it, right? But emulation, what we just read in Galatians chapter 5, verse 20 to 21, will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So she's going to have to rearrange herself. And it's another one in Sirach, the 26th chapter. It says, let me get it. Woo, woo, let me get it. The 26th chapter. I'm going to read it in both. Right? Let's get it. That's a good question you asked. You know what I'm saying? It's a good question. Some questions you be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to answer this, but that was a good question. Where is it? Okay, verse 6. I'm gonna read in the KJV and the GNT so you can get smacked in the face. So this is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. Right? So now in the GNT, it says, but a woman jealous of another woman cause heartache and grief. Her tongue lash out at everyone. Guess what? That woman that's jealous over another woman, she's gonna cause grief. Right? And even if there's women out here that's jealous over another woman that don't for nothing. This woman that's jealous of a girl that's a singer. There's girls that's jealous that this girl got her a husband and this girl got a husband that's beating her. Jealous is a long way. Jealous is not just only what I had dealing with, right? But those things men and women have to deal with, because if you're jealous, you're not going to inherit the kingdom. So since that part was dealt with, that person, I cannot fix them. They will have to study the videos that I make or videos that's out here and study scriptures on their own temple, right? Because that's not of the Lord to have a spirit of jealousy. The Lord is jealous that Israel was serving other gods. Now, if my wife was jealous that we were serving another God, we were praying to another God, then that's different. But if she's jealous of another woman having my time, you out your damn rabbit. Because isn't this woman getting a righteous man? Isn't that woman trying to be righteous and virtuous? So that means Sirach 26 and 14 mean that she a loving silent woman for me. So don't take away my gift. You taking away my gift? You lucky I can't remove you. And any woman that has that problem, she should watch herself, because the man is in order. Even though the scriptures say you don't have control of your body, Shalom Dawah Yashawalam Yahabashimo Shai Brakatham, right? You don't got control of your body, and I don't. But I'm not about to have, excuse my language, I'm not about to have sex with any woman if I'm angry. This is a fact. I'm just getting in there and I'm angry as hell. And then when I get done, I don't want shit to deal with you. No, sex is supposed to help me relieve that. But if I'm angry, no, that's not getting it. No, BB, you ain't getting it at all, let alone through the spirit. Men might get turned off on things. Just look at the king, I forgot his name, but when you look in Esther, this man told his wife, hey, yo, I need you, come over. She said no. That man got tight and kicked her out the kingdom. Nope, you're not my wife no more. I'm about to get a new one. You women you gotta really understand, man, how a man want his house to be ran and how he wants you to move. You should try your best to work that. You should try your best. And if you can't accept it, you better find a way to, you better count to 20. You better find something because that man still might do it. And if he's moving in righteousness, you can't stop him. Right? So at the end of the day, from bad, it went from not even bad. It just went to moments because women have that emotion and feeling, and it happens. And the Lord rearranged certain things. Do they get along? Yeah, they was getting along before, but that little speed bump, ding, 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 and then it got them back. But you got to think, the other woman probably felt some way. If the other wife was acting a certain way, she probably, I ain't gonna lie, I felt some way. And that's what happens. And the other person don't, anybody, if you coming out some way and the other person not, you got to know through the spirit, you could probably be making them feel some type of way. And then if you worried about me, it's gonna make the other person care, man. They don't even care about my fucking feelings. And that's why the Lord might hit your wife with a sickness, a headache. Guess what? I think I'll probably damn near ignore my damn wife. I probably got mad. The Lord will probably bring a freaking anger cloud in the household. And then your husband might hold his mouth and might not want to say nothing. And then when you say nothing, and then now it just comes out all clear. And this is why women have to think before they act. Let alone when you pick up this Bible, this is your thinker. This is your oracle. It's to let you, it's not everything that's taught in this. If you don't accept what is righteous and acceptable in the eyes of the Lord, and you say, no, I don't accept it, that's you. And the Lord is going to make you have problems with that. Just the same way when the Philistines took our Ark of the Covenant, the Lord started hitting them with plagues, man. They start getting tumors. And this is why the Lord would hit any rebellious man or any rebellious woman. And then the Lord humbled my wives, humbled both of them. And now they're even closer. And the Lord is allowing my other wife to move to my city. All praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. And I believe marriage is one of the best things, man. It helps. I have headaches, for other reasons. But these women are my Tylenols, Motrin, Benadryl. They really do soothe. I could be mad at one of these children. I might pop them and I still could be angry. She will soothe me down, right? When them Jehovah Witnesses came, as soon as I got done, she called me right back. Oh, babe, I wish I was there. Not to teach, be there to have my back. I would have held the camera, right? When the house was getting renovated, she want to be with me when shit is rough. You know what I'm saying? The house flood, the other one. Oh man, I wish I was here and you guys could have came to my crib. That's motivation for a husband. Man, damn, the Lord gave me these women that want to rock with me, man. Rock with me, man. Now, they let me know if I was rich, they wouldn't be like none of you other flicklies. They would still treat me the same way if I was filthy rich. I wouldn't change neither one of these women for none of you damn figgly wigglies. Only women I want in my life is the reflection of Miss Gabar and Adar. If you're not coming with that or you're not seeking that, I don't want that. And I wish the same for all my brothers that they have women that had the spirit of Sarah, the spirit of Ruth. Even though Ruth is not an Israelite in my eyes, but the spirit she was working with, a lot of women don't got that yielding submissiveness, right, to play their roles, right? So I don't want to say no more because I know I got way more precepts to bring out and I'm not going to do it. And the last part, I don't think I could do it. Hey, guess what? It's not for everybody. Every man is not going to want to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to make every man do that because not every man is going to have multiple wives or going to desire it. It's just only, it's a good elect of brothers that attract. Because you got to think, to the spirit is the men. The Lord put a spirit on certain men that attract women. It's either your looks, it could be your spirit, the way you talk, how you teach. The Lord did that. Look at my daughter. She did. The Lord made her attracted to me. And this whole time I was teaching, she wasn't here until I got done. The Lord put women in my life for some reason, man. This girl sweats me, man. And this is the attraction. It's a spiritual attraction. The Lord is gonna make women be comfortable with a righteous man. She ain't got to worry about getting her ass beat, right? She ain't got to worry. She ain't got to worry about being misled. She gonna be led correctly. This little girl, I'll throw her in the air. She feels safe, right? But let somebody else do it. She might get a little nervous. And this is how it is when you get a wife. You want to lead correctly that she can feel, you know what? This man gonna lead me to the kingdom. I don't want neither one of the women that's with me to think I only want to lead them in the bed. That's not all she is. She not just a knot. She more than that. You know what I'm saying? I want to build. Hey, yo, babe, let's go build this barn house for the kids, or let's go do this, or you know what? I want to do the ministry in Ohio. What do you think? Okay, babe, I'm gonna watch the kids. You go. You want a lunch tray? You want to go get a rental, or no, babe? I'm gonna come with you. You know what I'm saying? So, Lord willing, this was motivating to you, like it says in the title. In this truth and ministry ain't nothing like having a wife, right? So, if I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, I damn sure can do it. Death to America, death to Esau, not on my time, your time, or her time, but on Yahweh Shem Yahweh's time. And with that is your brother, Dr. Bar. To the next time, I love you to the kingdom and never back. Kwame Yasharella, Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Kakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And with that, Kwame Yasharella.